We are going to set the valve lash on this 6BT. Every B-Series Cummins operates the same way. Every mechanical injection C-Series is the same way. What we do is we will push on the timing pin right here, and we slowly rotate the crankshaft. And when you feel the timing pin click in, that means one's at TDC and we can begin our procedure. Ready? There it is. One's at TDC now. We can go ahead and adjust intake exhaust on number 1, exhaust on 2, intake on 3, and then exhaust on 5. I always set our valve lash to 8 and 18, something I've done forever. Cummins spec is 10 thousandths and 20 thousandths, so 10 on your intake and 20 on your exhaust. To do this, all you need is a flathead screwdriver, feeler gauges, and a 2mm wrench. So now, if you're confused about which is your intake and exhaust runner's right here. So this is your intake, or this is your exhaust valve. Okay. And we just set it until we have a light drag, nothing crazy tight. And then, holding our adjustment screw in the opposite position so counterclockwise, we're going to tighten our jam nut to ensure that it doesn't get tighter as you tighten the jam nut. We still have our slight drag. That one's done. To facilitate here, I'm a visual learner. We just put a dab paint on it. That one's complete. Now we'll move on and we will do our exhaust valve. For our exhaust valve, we do our 18 thousandths. Once again, we're going the opposite direction, counterclockwise, holding the adjusting screw, and we're ensuring that we still have a slight drag. This obviously happens after you torque your bridges. Now we can do intake on number 2. This one is at TDC. Gotta find our 8 thousandths feeler gauge. Come up. We touch. Sometimes you can squeeze to make sure that there's no oil or anything in the cup of the push rod or the adjuster. Slight drag. Slight drag, which we do. That one's done. Now we'll move on to number 3 exhaust. The thing with valve adjustment as well, contrary, people think that valves get sloppy after a while. They actually get tighter because the valve starts to recess into the head as the engine wears. So as the valve is coming up, it's actually tightening this lash right here. Common misconception. People ask, oh, valves are all sloppy. They're not sloppy, they're tight. They're holding over. Intake, and now 5 exhaust. So these are complete. Now what we do is you pull your timing pin out, which sometimes is a royal pain. But you can rock the engine back and forth because it's not, in about half a degree to pull it out. And I always use aluminum timing pins. I make them in the house instead of the plastic ones. The plastic ones, the little tit'll break off if you're rotating it too fast or something, or you get up on a compression cycle and like slip past it, and the pin will slip in for a second, and it'll just shear this off, and then it is a royal pain to find tendons. But since we don't have the balancer on this engine, what we're going to do, it's probably easier for our cameras here. What we're going to do is mark. Let's just put a reference point here, and a reference point there. And we're going to rotate the engine 360 degrees. And that's going to put number 6 at top dead center. Now what we do is we adjust all the rest, so everyone that we did not adjust. Now we're number 6 TDC, so 6 should be on the flat spot of the cam. You can verify here also with the tappet cover off. Makes things really easy, especially when you're putting push rods in so you don't jump a tappet. We've done that a few times. Is. Okay, verify. Good. Good. Intake number 2. Look at that. Every so often we get a winner here, Kobe. And then we do 4 intake. Yes. Good. 5 exhaust. Okay. That is complete.